Hello and welcome to Freedom News, the news you can use to help keep Canada free. From the Post-Millennial, headline, "We must lower income taxes on the lower and middle classes." The article reads, "The income tax is one of the single greatest burdens on Canadian families. While a lot of talk goes into taxing the rich, not much goes into not taxing the common man. Thus, we must lower taxes on everyday Canadians, and surprisingly, this is something Conservatives and the NDP agree on." I'm just going to pause right there. Shouldn't be all that surprising. Both parties actually do believe in really helping Canadians get ahead. The difference is on who they consider rich and what is to be done with tax dollars that are collected. But helping people get ahead is both actually part of their policies, just a different approach. The article continues, "Canada has a progressive marginal taxation system. This means people on the lower end of the socioeconomic strata pay less as a percentage of their income than those at the higher end. Canada even has tax credits to subsidize living costs for Canadians on the lower end of the equation. For example, if someone makes less than or equal to $11,809 per year in personal income, they pay 15% federal tax, but that 15% is then given back to them as tax credits. Effectively, they pay $0 in taxes. This is called an income tax credit. There are, of course, more cases that qualify for tax credits, such as senior citizens, disability, and child benefits. But for the article, they'll simply look at tax credits on incomes not affected by the aforementioned cases. The tax brackets in Canada for 2018 are as follows. Personal amount of $11,809, 0%. Bracket 1, from 0 to $46,605, 15%. Bracket 2, $46,605 to $93,208, 20.5%. Bracket 3, $93,208 to $144,489, 26%. Bracket 4, $144,489 to $205,842, 29%. Anything over the $205,842, you get 33% tax. If you earn more than $11,809 but less than $46,605, you pay a 15% income tax but also earn a 15% tax credit on the amount taxed. If someone earns $46,605, they will pay $6,990.75, which is 50%, in taxes. Their 15% tax credit on the $6,990.75 will give them $1,048.61 back, effectively meaning that the person will be paying a 12.5% income tax instead of 15%. A potential solution is to scrap this and replace it with a taxation system that will better benefit the middle and lower class, increasing the personal amount while scrapping income tax credit solely based on income. The solution is to increase the personal amount for a 0% tax rate from $11,809 to the full bracket of $46,605. So if you earn less than or equal to $46,605 in personal income, you outright pay $0 in income taxes. No confusion with tax credits, and no burden on families who live paycheck to paycheck. This will greatly empower the Canadian middle class and is an idea supported by those on the left and the right. If Canadians won't pay taxes on income between $0 and $46,605, it will affect all other tax brackets too, as those in bracket 2, which is the $46,605 to $93,208, would have to pay $0 for their first $46,605 and 20.5% for the remaining amount. This would effectively lower taxes for everyone across the tax bracket spectrum. The author of this article says, I had a chance to speak with Blake Richard, MP for Banff Ardrey, and the Shadow Minister for Small Businesses, Export, Promotion, and Tourism. In an exclusive interview, I asked him what he thought about lowering taxes for the low and middle class. From Blake Richard, whatever we can do to lower taxes is critical, he said. People are finding in this country it's getting more and more difficult to get by. He also mentioned how the carbon tax is burdening and draining low and middle class Canadians. And it most definitely is. The left libertarian school of economics also believes in this position. They believe that low and middle class Canadians ought to pay no taxes, as it is already hard for them to manage their expenses, let alone savings. Asked about whether the NDP and the Conservatives in Parliament can unite to pass such a motion, MP Richard responded, yes. I am willing to work with anybody who is willing to lower taxes, and let's hope we can get there, he added. It is thus clear the left and right agree on the validity of the idea, but an issue arises with respect to the lost tax revenue from the low and middle class. There is, however, a solution to deal with that too. To deal with the loss in revenue, one solution could be to slightly increase the goods and service tax, the GST, on purchases. The GST already does not apply to basic needs and thus would only tax non-essential goods and services. This means the lower and middle classes will not be affected by a minimal increase in GST, which is correct, as most of the purchases we make are essential necessities, such as our food. Another point to note is that with a higher amount of disposable income, greater consumption in the economy will lead to greater government revenue through other taxes as well. Again, I'll pause to note that both JFK and Ronald Reagan, Kennedy being a Democrat, Reagan being Republican, both have gone down this similar road, and it worked. They shrank the size of the pie, the slice of the pie that the government takes, and in turn was able to grow the overall size of the pie itself, making their smaller slice actually worth more than it was before their changes. So this has been proven to work in the past. The article continues. Another solution would be to significantly reduce tax credits since families now save up with lower taxes. Essentially, raising the GST, which has been at the same rate since 2007, while reducing tax credits could offset any loss of revenue coming in from the lower income tax revenue without having to burden the upper classes. This article's proposal can be highlighted in a new income tax table below, which highlights a proposed income tax bracket with the new tax rate. The new proposed income bracket is as follows. Bracket 1, earning from 0 to 46,605, you pay 0 taxes. Bracket 2, from 46,605 to 93,208, you pay 20.5% in taxes. From 93,208 to 144,489, 26% taxes. 144,489 to 205,842, 29% taxes. Anything over 205,842, 33% tax. Go on with the article. While I am nowhere as smart or resourceful as the Budget Committee or the Finance Minister, well, I'd say the current Finance Minister, I think we're all a lot smarter than, but I digress. I believe this sound proposal will only serve to benefit the lower and middle economic strata of Canada while promoting a greater growth in Canada's GDP. With the agreement that the left and right can work to lower income taxes on the low and middle class, it is only time that everyday Canadians reap the benefits of greater savings and disposable incomes. Should everyday Canadians pay less taxes? Do you think this policy suggestion would be useful to you? Let us know in the comments below. I'll be posting a link to this article. You don't have to let me know, but let them know. They're the ones to put the article together. I think this is really cool. I would like it. I think it actually would work. And I know that Andrew has talked a great deal about lowering the taxes on everyday Canadians and even businesses and getting rid of a lot of redundant red tape. This is something that Donald Trump has done in the United States, and we've seen the benefits of that. Their economy is booming. Donald Trump went into the presidency saying for every regulation he brings in, he's going to cut 2. Well, he underestimated that. For every regulation he brought in, he cut 22. And he very much simplified income taxes, pretty much like what is being suggested here. And like I said, booming U.S. economy. If it works in the U.S., it can work here in Canada. No reason why it can't. I myself look forward to a very booming Canadian economy after October 12th, when we get someone in there who has real knowledge of finances, and hopefully, my bet is that Pierre Poilievre will become the next finance minister under a conservative government. Thank you for watching. Like if you like, share, comment, and of course subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you are able to, if you could, please click on that PayPal link in the description and make some form of a donation. It would be much appreciated. Thank you and have a good day.